Before I start off this video, I just want to put a disclaimer. This video going to be real long, so make sure you get your pen and your paper so you can write down all the points that I'm trying to get across. And yeah. So yo, what is going on YouTube? This is going to be one of the first videos that are going to be uploading for the whole of 2019. This is the first video that I'm going to be uploading for the whole of 2019. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I felt like in swimming in the Caribbean in general, not just Trinidad and Tobago, a lot of people after the age of probably 16, 17, 18 years old, they tend to just fall off of swimming because they don't see a life for themselves in swimming and they don't know what courses, what steps they could take in furthering their education with swimming. So they just try to do education alone because swimming is no longer beneficial to them. So I just want to show people how exactly you could attain a scholarship abroad in the US particularly and how to go about doing so. So the first question is, what made me want to pursue an education abroad? So I want to pursue my tertiary education abroad in the United States of America because I also want to do swimming with it, right? And the swimming programs in the States are a lot more specific to each person. They are a lot more aware of what the swimmers want to do, and they are aware of the psychological aspect, the physical aspect of trying to balance swimming with your education and mending them together. It's not just you telling yourself you could wake up one day and say, I need to do this, I am going to do this. There are a lot more things that go into it. There are a lot more psychological aspects to it, and that is what they understand. That is what they try to facilitate when you're pursuing your education with your swimming abilities or your sporting abilities in a college or university in the US. And that is what I want to feel for myself. That is the environment I want to be in, with other people that have similar goals to me, other people that want to pursue the same things as me, other people that, you know, want to probably make it to the top just like I do. And it would be a lot easier to do it with people like yourself or like-minded people than to just do it here in Trinidad or in other countries in the Caribbean, where as soon as someone turns 16, 17, 18, they're done with swimming. That means you would be the only person there trying to pursue your goals. So I don't know if many people know, but I was granted a scholarship to go to university in the States a few months ago. Yeah, a few months ago, and I haven't put it out there yet, but I guess this is where everybody would know. I am leaving this January, and it is something that I am very proud of. I put in a lot of work into it over the past, not just few months where I've been speaking to coaches and trying to get myself the scholarship, but furthermore in the past years that I have been training and studying tirelessly, just trying to achieve something, trying to make something of myself, and I feel like this is one of the big breaks that I am going to have. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And yeah, so the next question is how I went about doing so. And this is a long, tiring process, and sadly I didn't have anybody to help me during this process. I practically had to do everything on my own because there was nobody to say, yo, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. No, I had to sit down, do research, write out everything, do trial and error, go back and forth, get rejected, this, that, and I don't want that for everybody else. I find me in 2018, I should have had somebody to help me out with that, and sadly I didn't. So this is why I want to be the person to help you out, help out other people to try to achieve your goals, to try to make something of yourself with swimming if you want to, with sport in general if you want to. So this is how I will help you. So the three main websites that you would need to use if you want to search for a scholarship, if you want to get yourself a scholarship, first of all would be collegeswimming.com, ncaa.org, and commonapp.org. I would put the links in the description of the video. I sound like a YouTuber. I'll put the links in the description of this video so that it would be easier to access. And yeah, let me just expand on what I just said. So firstly, college swimming. College swimming is about finding what university is best for you. So once you go on to collegeswimming.com, the first thing you would see is like top rankings of different universities, top rankings of different swimmers. And this is not just in the US, this is abroad. So when I first went on to collegeswimming.com, I typed in my name. This is the first time I ever been on the website. I typed in my name and a full profile came up of myself, of my times from CISC, Carifta, CCCAN Swimming Championships, and different local meets we had even. And what this is where they track you, and this is where college coaches would look you up, and they would see what kind of times you're posting, they would see what kind of meets, what regional meets you went to, they would see if you ever qualified for any winter nationals, junior nationals, senior nationals, if even. And yeah, this is practically like a record of yourself over the past how much years that you have been competing internationally. So when searching for a university, the smart thing to do, firstly, if you want to go to the States, is to find out, one, where you have family in the States. So you say, okay, I have family in Pennsylvania. The first thing I would do is type in Pennsylvania to see what universities it have in Pennsylvania. Then I would decipher whether the universities are Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and then I would see what type of swimmers there are in the universities, what type of times the swimmers in the universities are doing, and that is how you would gauge yourself to see whether you would qualify for Division 1, 2, or 3 school. Now, the thing is, people usually think that the only way you could get a scholarship is if you're fast like Michael Phelps, if you're beating me, if you're winning gold medals in, I don't know, world championships or something, but that's not necessarily the case. You could go to a Division 3 school with times that are just average and be able to get yourself a scholarship still. So you never put yourself down. You never say, well, a scholarship is too good for me, because in the end, you could end up with a scholarship. You just have to put in the work yourself and believe that you are worthy of the scholarship. Right, now, once you find the university that you think is good for you, and let me just make a disclaimer, you shouldn't just look for one university, because chances are if you just put your whole heart into one university before you even talk to the coaches, before you even do anything, and you get rejected, what would you do? So what you would have to do, find a few universities that you like, a few universities that you think would suit you, and then you need to make a CV for yourself. So a CV is just like you advertising yourself to the college coaches, because you are going to have to speak to the college coaches yourself. At 16, 17, 18 years old, you have to be mature enough to email a coach to tell them, my name is so, I am interested in your swimming program. Would you like to schedule a video call with me? Would you like to talk via email or whatever? And you would have to communicate with the coach over however long period of time to learn about the program, to learn about what kind of grades you would need to get into the school, to learn about what SAT scores you would need to get into the school, and just general information. So what you would do, you would have to make a CV for yourself, advertising yourself to the university, to the coach. And in the CV, you would put some of your greatest accomplishments, whether it be in swimming. So you say, I went to Carifta Swimming Championships and I won 3 gold medals. I broke a national record, so. And apart from your swimming accomplishments, you would also put stuff like, I was a part of the prefects in school, I was a part of the student council, I was a part of the youth empowerment movement, or anything like that. Anything that you think is something that you are proud of in your life, you could put forth in the video, in the CV, and yeah, just advertise yourself to them. Right. So the second website, imagine that this is now going on to the second website. Anyways, the second website we're going to be looking at is ncaa.org. So on ncaa.org, if you didn't know, NCAA is practically like the organization for all the sports, all the college sports in the US. NCAA stands for National College Associate something. Forget what NCAA stands for, right? So you need to sign up for ncaa.org, and this on ncaa.org, this website, you would have to pay a sum. I can't remember how much it was. It was like 45 US or somewhere around there. You have to pay when you're signing up for the website as well. What this is, ncaa.org, on this website, this is the website that would determine whether or not you are eligible to compete in a university or college in the States. Because if you have been sponsored before, if you have been working with an organization, if you're getting paid to be an athlete, if you're getting paid to compete, if you're getting paid for doing a certain stuff, if you're wearing certain brands as a partner with the brand, you could not be eligible to compete in the US in a college. So NCAA eligibility is going to determine whether or not you would be able to compete. And on this website as well, you would have to be sending transcripts. You would have to fill out a long list of questions, and also something else. Is there something else? I don't think so. But yeah, you would get the gist of it. You would follow through with it once you do sign up for the website. And yeah, now the third website that we're going to be signing up for is common-app.org. So on common-app.org, this is where you have to fill out another long list of questions about your information on yourself, your family history, your background, your education, etc. And this is where they would look into you, your background, the kind of people you hang around with, those type of stuff. And you would also, this is how they look into your character as a person. On this website as well, you would have to write an essay. So this, whatever university you decide to sign up for, you would have to write an essay based on whatever topic they give you. So let me say you sign up for Harvard University, and you're going to be studying engineering. They're going to ask you a question based on engineering, and you have to write out an essay stating, well, I love engineering because, and I want to pursue this, and in my opinion, I think that the world is so, and try to relate it back to yourself. So you would have to write an essay once you sign up for common-app.org. Also on common-app.org, you would have to relate to your teachers in your school to get recommendations on you as a student. So look forward to that. It's practically like when you was doing when you were signing up for Form 4 and Form 5, when you had to choose subjects and you needed to get recommendations from teachers so you could be able to do a subject. It's just like that. So yeah. So in conclusion, I hope this clears up all the misconceptions that people have about people who go to university in the States, how it was easy for them, how they get lucky, how they this and that. I wasn't lucky. I worked very hard for it, and I am pretty sure that everyone else that went to university in the States worked very hard for it, tirelessly over how much years, months, probably decades. Not decades, but decade one. Yeah. So if you have any other questions, you could feel free to hit me up. You could message me on Facebook at Jeron Thompson. I have 2 profiles, so just message both of them. I might reply to one. You could DM me on Instagram, Jeron_Thompson. Or, don't add me on Snapchat. But yeah, that's it. Peace out, everybody. Mwah. The police, them support brutality. No employment, no money legally. Tell me what I want with the economy. A long time man fed up of the poverty, fed up of the mental slavery philosophy. Pray to Jah, cause I him all the key.